You can't be talking no more. We're not hearing none of your talks. This guy went through it. Trumpy went through it. So he's coming back. He is coming back with a vengeance.
This is amazing. This is amazing.
You guys can't get away with this.
Changing for everybody. And that's the reason why Clip was in the platform, because they wanted to provide free speech. But unfortunately, Clip has some horrible content there that I don't want to put my 2 cents on it, but it is what it is. Yeah. But yeah, thank God for America. Thank God for Trump.
And I get what he's trying to do here. And guessing with everything has to be in moderation. You know what I mean? I understand that too. There's too much sometimes of too much free speech. So you have to understand there is a line, obviously. Respectfully. You know what I mean? There's a line, respectfully. And he's also adhering into that too, where he's giving people at least a chance to be like, listen, I realize I might have said something that's offensive and disrespectful or whatever. Can I at least debate it? Can I at least say, hey, can I, somewhat argue my point? But just to get cut with no explanation.
That's not fair.
That's not fair.
That's not fair. Just give me an opportunity to say what I got to say.
Because even still, what you might be saying might be right.
Yeah, facts.
So why can't it be shared?
Because, guys, everyone has their own perspective.
That's right.
You have a perspective. We have a perspective. Every perspective is valuable in the media.
If they meet high standards of neutrality, transparency, fairness, and non-discrimination, we should require these platforms to increase their efforts to take down unlawful content such as child exploitation and promoting terrorism, while dramatically curtailing their power to arbitrarily restrict lawful speech. Fourth, we need to break up the entire toxic censorship industry that has arisen under the false guise of tackling so-called mis- and disinformation. The federal government should immediately stop funding all nonprofits and academic programs that support this authoritarian project. If any U.S. university is discovered to have engaged in censorship activities or election interferences in the past, such as flagging social media content for removal of blacklisting, those universities should lose federal research dollars and federal student loan support for a period of 5 years and maybe more. We should also enact new laws laying out clear criminal penalties for federal bureaucrats who partner with private entities to do an end run around the Constitution and deprive Americans of their First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment rights. In other words, deprive them of their vote. And once you lose those elections, and once you lose your borders like we have, you no longer have a country. Furthermore, to confront the problems of major platforms being infiltrated by legions of former deep staters and intelligence officials, there should be a 7-year cooling-off period before any employee of the FBI, CIA, NSA, DNI, DHS, or DOD is allowed to take a job at a company possessing vast quantities of U.S. user data.
What? 7 years, guys. 7 years, no work. That's madness, bro.
He's basically saying for all these guys that have worked for the ops, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to get in to a social aspect of that type of
field
with that much user information.
Yeah.
Because abuse is inevitable.
It is. Absolutely.
You're being watched and overseen in these other agencies. But when you move over to a social media agency, the roles become reversed, because now your ability to be able to find and track people is of use.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
And it's used in a different way. It's not used in a security way. It's used in a let me showcase, let me show whatever it is that you were exposed. Let me expose.
Because they are monitoring the stuff that you're searching.
That's right.
And
so now we can use that to be like, oh, I'm gonna expose you.
Exactly. So
that's
not right.
That's a definite. Wow. He's going in.
Yeah.